Phillip Salisbury, and I am currently in my third year of studying for architecture and construction management. I'll be doing an oral presentation for my art communication class of a freehand sketch that I drew last year. It's a drawing of a building at a golf course. Some of you may know this building as a caddy shack or even the pro shop. As you can see from a distance, there's a strong sense of horizontal view in this sketch, and a lot of flat lines that stand out for the majority of the drawing. This is because this is a one-floor building and is very close to the ground. When you look a little bit closer, one can see that it is somewhat crudely sketched. I drew the sketch like this on purpose to help show the naturalness of freehand sketching and to use that to compare to the naturalness around it, being that the building is on a golf course. As you may know, golf courses are sometimes associated with a lot of trees and grassy hills, and sometimes water, which is all things of nature. The building has somewhat of a perspective view, mainly because I drew the building from an angle. There's a breezeway in the middle of the building that somewhat splits the building in two. It forms a natural dividing of the building itself. At the same time, it makes for a driveway that makes it possible for golf carts and cars even to possibly drive through. On one side is the bag room and the caddy shack, and the other is the head pro's office, and also the pro shop where items are sold from the golf course, such as shirts and golf clubs and things like that. In the sketch, I tried to focus more on the building itself and not so much the surroundings. I wanted to point out a lot more of the details of the actual building, because that is mainly what caught my eye. The building from a distance looks pretty simple at first, but that was the point, because when you get closer and you start to break it down and analyze it, in my head I started to see things that brought the building together, and these were little things that will probably go unnoticed. As for the most of the building on the side, you can see there is it looks like a brick wall from a distance, but what it actually is wood shingles. They cover the outside walls. This I crudely sketched because I didn't want it to be mistaken for brick walls. The pillars on the front are not fully structural. They somewhat support the overhang of the roof, but it doesn't support the building itself. It's more of a decoration for the building. I chose this sketch of what I've done for this presentation not only because it deals with a lot of what I love about art and architecture, but also to help show my viewers and help them understand how something can appear simple from a distance or even to the naive eye, but when it is broken down and viewed from a different aspect and from different lights and more understanding, you start to see details that are sometimes overlooked but are also extremely important in the making of a simple structure. Now I'm going to bring the picture a little bit closer so you could probably see better details of what I might exactly be referring to.